Welcome back to Mega Man X Command Mission. So, last time we made it through the base, and now we're fighting the boss, which means it's time to just look at everybody's current setup. Now, I'm gonna look at everybody, but I feel like I'm not really gonna be switching characters. Look, if I can beat 3 Belladonnas, I'm good for most of the game. It's not to say there's nothing challenging left, but like, I did beat the big enemy gauntlet of the game, so I feel like I'm pretty good. I think I've got this. So like I said last time, the moment you go up to the 3rd floor, it's boss time. So you won't hear this if you're listening to the cut commentary version.
To your own doom. Boy, oh boy.
I'm sauntering in on account of me being confident.
Quicksand. On the other hand, maybe not.
Maybe you're gonna wish the quicksand killed ya.
By my hands.
Oh no, not your hands.
You talk too much. Who are you anyway?
Who are you, the owner of those hands?
Forgive me. I am Botos, a cadre of the Rebellion Army, who fight for the hopes of all Reploids.
Not us.
Enough with the PR. Let us by if you know what's good for you.
I don't need your statement. I just asked for a name, didn't need the rest of it, don't care.
Feast your eyes on this. Know what this is? Supra Force Metal.
So that's what it is.
You know, that does explain why it's glowing. Alright, I'll get out of your hair
This
now.
tiny little bit of Supra Force Metal.
Is going right on this titty.
Ah, jeez, he's glowing. I don't know about this one.
This much power.
Ah, jeez, he's
And
psychedelic.
with this power, I'll crush you feeble hunters to pieces.
Here I go crushing.
Alright, so here's Botos. What do you have to say for yourself, Botos?
Time for a little lesson in agony.
Okay, so Botos here is gonna start out by summoning the Botos Trio. Right, so in terms of stats, so he's got 40,000 life energy, 122 power, 70 armor, 65 shield, 80 speed. He has, honestly, a lot of buff abilities. Botos Trio is his Summon in Guise ability. He summons in the Qubits, so I guess he's trying to torrent in the middle of a fight. He's also got Showtime and Battle Rhapsody, which is just, it hits the entire party. But he's got Battle Forte, which is raise power by 25%, Battle Allegro, which is raise speed by 25%, Battle Andante, which is lowering your speed by 25%, Cradle Song, which is lower armor and shield of your party by 25%. And yeah, no, all of those are just like party-wide attacks. Like, just about everything he does other than his basic attack, I think. He does hit twice with his basic attack, but other than that, yeah, no, he's just all party-wide, either magic or debuffs, or buffs. He's got a lot of stuff. You might have noticed, however, he's Fire Elemental. Doesn't really have much in terms of, like, actual fire abilities, though. It just means if you hit him with fire, that it doesn't do much. But as you've probably noticed by now, hit him or the Qubits with water, and yeah, that kinda just completely destroys him. So yeah, he's... Remember Dr. Psyche and how Dr. Psyche kinda got absolutely bonked because he kept trying to summon things? Dr. Psyche was doing that at a point in the game where we had less to really handle that sort of thing, so juggling that fight was a little harder. This one, not so much. We've got plenty of ways to just hit him and his Qubits, and it's fine. Also, as a note, the Qubits only have 2,000 life energy. And I guess they do have 150 speed, 40 armor, 45 shield, 100 speed. They do have Mega Fire, so that's single target fire. They're the ones who are actually fire elemental in attack and not just defense. Death Gravity, which is cutting your HP by 25%, and they can also heal as well. Life gain 25, so you do want to be wary of that if you actually let the Cubits live. Honestly though, yeah, like so far the worst he's gotten is just being able to immediately revive his guys. Honestly, this would be a way harder fight if instead of being able to summon guys, he just started with 2 higher powered allies. But instead, no, he keeps trying to summon his Cubits because his entire strategy is based off of buffs and debuffs. And it seems like he does want to start with the buffs instead of, you know, trying to make us weaker, which might be a little more helpful. Because he does have the ability to lower our speed. That would be the most dangerous thing he could do. I don't think he can... Yeah, no, he can't lower your attack power. He can raise his own, but... Yeah, he can't actually make you weaker, which means... Yeah, he could just try to do that and then summon, but no. That's not a strategy he can do, so I'm just going to repeatedly kick his ass. Axel's kinda sweeping this. However, I should also point out Cinnamon. I've not really talked much about Cinnamon since Ulfat Factory, where, you know, she was still pretty weak and was getting her ass kicked constantly. But one thing I didn't really mention is she's kind of the est of this game. And if you don't know Fire Emblem super well, that means she starts fairly weak. You know, she started at level 1 at a point in the game where we were way stronger. So, unlike Massimo, she did actually have to play catch up a little bit more. However, she's pretty strong by this point, and I haven't actually shown off her hyper mode yet. This is Iron Maiden. So she gets 50% life energy, 25% power boost, and a 25% weapon energy gain for everybody in the party. So yeah, not only is she pretty decent when it comes to attacking, she does also make everybody else better too. She's still good in a support role. But yeah, no, in general, Cinnamon is at the point where she's kinda caught up, and she's wrecking shit. Like, to be honest, Massimo's definitely a bit of a powerhouse when it comes to survival, but he mostly comes down to HP. Cinnamon, on the other hand, is actually very defensive at this point. She wasn't at the start, and in fairness, she doesn't have the best life energy either. Massimo's still got her way outclassed in that regard, but she has some of the best defenses. And add that to the fact that she also has amazing elemental resistance. Yeah, she's actually extremely good. Oh, and that's not to mention, if you've not really paid too much attention to the erosion stats, being the force metal generator, Cinnamon just straight up has the highest threshold in the game. Like, it takes a fair bit of force metal to actually give her an error. Now, she only has 3 force metal slots, which does kind of suck. But in fairness... Sorry, that's a very good clip. Yeah, she would be even more broken than she kind of already is if she just had all 4 slots. As it stands, X and Axel are the only ones who have a full 4 slots. Spider also had 4 slots, but he's dead, so no more of that. Everybody else, yeah, there's an okay amount of choice. Most people have 3. Most of the characters in the game have 3 slots, except Massimo, who is really just not very customizable. But he's got his own thing he can do, so... Honestly, Massimo Guard is pretty good, so you should probably keep him with that, and then, I don't know, maybe just a force metal that defends him from whatever element you're seeing a lot of in an area. Which is theoretically fire in this fight, but The only guys who can really use fire here are usually not alive, so... honestly... not a big help. You might as well not have it for this fight, TBH. And he's still something- yeah, no, he's... I probably could have killed him faster. But... I don't know. I did want to wait a little bit. You know, it is kind of helpful to just juggle him for a while, but... I'm sure that... I probably could have brought X in to just slam dunk him a little sooner. I will, of course, point out the fact that I'm going to obliterate him with X-Fire. He is resistant to fire, but the important thing is that he does not absorb fire. So, it is not an immediately bad idea to use that. Bodos again, Bodos trio. Yeah, pretty much this is the worst position I can be in. Is just... he summons those guys right on a turn where I don't really have any ability to attack everybody. But she did almost smack him down in one hit. But yeah, no, oh, yep, there he goes with the slap attack. That was easily the worst thing he could have done with that turn. You fool, you utter imbecile. But yeah, Cinnamon is very good. Again, she's the S to the game. She just gets better as you go along. And now she's kind of ridiculous, and she's not even reached her full power yet. She's not good for groups, though. That's like her one flaw. She's not great for groups. Anyway, yeah, that still did 10,000 goddamn damage, so... your fire resistance didn't help you whatsoever. Idiot. You don't have to breathe a sigh of relief for that one. That one was easy. Again, like, most of that fight was me kinda just taking everybody out. I probably could have done that faster if I just brought X in sooner.
Oh, gosh darn it, I'm a cartoon now!
X, how did you get that strong?
Oh, jeez, you must have some kind of force metal generator!
The precious super force metal that Epsilon gave me!
It's just as important to me as the acting classes I took!
Whoa! Shucks, looks like I've been beaten. You've won for now, hunters!
Don't ask yourself why I'm giving up so easily!
What the? That was too easy.
He said not to think about it, so let's not.
Shut down the device.
Ooh, your love's for real. You know that your love is mine. Oh, X, you've already fixed communication problems. I didn't expect you to do that so soon.
Yeah, and
we're not doing karaoke night without you. Sorry, X, we're totally doing karaoke night without you. Look, I'm sorry, you keep trying to do songs with high notes in them, and you cannot hit high notes.
Come back quickly, X. We'll get prepared for the analysis.
And you're allowed to sing one song, I guess, but no high notes. Alright, so that's it, that's chapter 7. I guess it was a little more complex than the last chapter, but that one kinda breezed by, so... next time on Mega Man X Command Mission, an intermission of more bad ideas.